Ladies and gentlemen, it's the end of an era, dogs. The end of me making wrestling videos. It's official. I know I've tried to walk away multiple times and I came back there, but you know, I'm just sick and fucking tired of wrestling. I've explained this many times there. Wrestling is a waste of our fucking time. It's a waste of our lives. You know what I mean? And I am sick of that shit. I thought to myself, maybe I can stop watching the product, but keep making wrestling videos. But the problem with that is, if I keep making wrestling vids, I have to read the results of the shows. I have to read wrestling news, different shit like this there, and I'm thinking to myself, the best way to walk away from wrestling is to actually walk away from wrestling. You know what I mean? I don't want to be one of those guys that, I haven't watched the product in 5 years, but I still read the results every week, blah, blah, blah. You know, I don't want to be one of those guys. I just want to move on from wrestling and just start talking about different shit, you know what I mean? Some people have suggested that I should start reviewing TNA and talk about TNA, but TNA might be going out of business. There's no point in trying to, to get myself into liking TNA, this and that, and then they'll just go out of business. Plus, never really been a huge fan of TNA there. I know if I watch TNA, I'm gonna get sick of it eventually. And if I stick around the wrestling fucking crap there, I might end up watching it again. I'm gonna watch WrestleMania. Next thing you know, I'm gonna start watching Raw again, and I'm gonna waste my fucking time again. I think the best thing for me to do is just walk away. Some people like SmackDown. Don't watch Raw, just watch SmackDown. The thing with SmackDown is that it's all fucking hype. You know what I mean? It's new. People are excited because it's the draft, and SmackDown is live now. It's not Raw. People are falling for the gimmick of competition. SmackDown is gonna kick WWE's ass this week. You know what I mean? And I'm not falling for this bullshit. I realize that Raw and SmackDown both work for the same company there. I'm not gonna mind fuck myself into thinking that SmackDown Live is different and that it's kicking Raw's ass, stuff like this. When I watch SmackDown, I see a bunch of garbage like the Hype Brothers, stuff like this. The Usos, never gave a flying fuck about the Usos and guys like this, Dolph Ziggler. I certainly aren't going to start caring about guys like that just because they're on SmackDown. And here's the deal. When Raw keeps going down there, once the ratings plummet even more, they're gonna grab whatever is good on SmackDown and they're gonna put it back on Raw. Just saying. You know what I mean? Eventually, when they're gonna have another draft or something like this, they're just gonna fucking completely rape SmackDown and take all the good shit and put it back on Raw to try to save the juggernaut or whatever. So I'm not gonna watch SmackDown and start acting like it's a different company and start falling for the bullshit that SmackDown is competing with Raw. You know, I want nothing to do with this company at all. They're fucking boring and they treat the fans like shit. They've been treating us like shit for fucking years. And I'm done with it. I'm done with the whole concept of wrestling. You know, yes, it's fake, but you know, it used to be good. Now it's boring, plus it's fake. So fuck this crap. I'm not gonna start, you know, getting into SmackDown and brainwash myself into thinking that it's great there. It's just a fad. It's new. Eventually, people won't give two shits about SmackDown. SmackDown is John Cena. Everybody hated Cena, but if it's happening on SmackDown, oh my god, it's awesome there. Fuck that, I'm done with this shit. So yeah, you know, I'm just gonna fucking do different kind of vids. To be honest, I don't really have a specific direction that I want to go in with my channel. I'm just gonna do different crap here and there. To be honest, I'm not really worried about YouTube. I'm more concerned about my health. I have a shit ton of fat I need to burn, stuff like this. I'm trying to quit weed, different things. I'm just trying to improve myself, you know what I mean? I don't really have time to worry about wrestling and, you know, the YWC, stuff like this. There's lots of cool guys in the YWC, but there's a whole lot of fucking mongoloids and I'm sick and tired of seeing their fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? 8 years, motherfuckers. 8 years of doing wrestling vids. And I told myself, you know, I could go another 5-6 years. You know, but the thing is, if the company dies, you know, I can climb, get myself fucking 20,000, 30,000 subs in 5, 6, 7 years or something. But if the company dies, if the ratings go all the way down, nobody's gonna watch my channel. I'll have 30,000 subs with like 1,000 views, so what the fuck is the point, you know? Plus, I'm 33 years old. I've already been doing this for 8 long years. I don't want to do this for another 8 years. I can't make wrestling vids when I'm 40 years old. That's, you know, I can see myself making vids all the way to fucking 50 years old if I talk about different shit, you know what I mean? But I don't want to be a 40-year-old man talking about a show that's geared towards 7-year-old kids, you know what I mean? Washing my hands with that shit. No offense to anyone. I know people are gonna get upset. Not all my subs, but a portion of my subs are gonna get upset. And there's no reason to get upset at another human being because he doesn't want to watch wrestling anymore. You know what I'm saying? If you're watching this right now and you're pissed off or whatever, I suggest maybe taking strong medication or something. Maybe you're depressed. Maybe there's something wrong with you in your head and, you know, you're going to be pissed off at me. Instead, you should maybe go seek counseling or something. No offense there, but... And I know what's going to happen. The same kind of shit that happened every other time I tried to stop making wrestling vids there. A big portion of my subs are going to start to attack me, you know. If I make a non-wrestling video, this sucks. This is boring. You know, if that's how you're truly going to feel about vids that aren't about wrestling, feel free to unsubscribe And that's gonna happen too. Fuck you, talk about wrestling or else I'm gonna unsubscribe or whatever. You know, just unsub now and get it over with. If you can't stand vids that aren't about wrestling, just unsubscribe. If you think my vids suck, if they're not about wrestling, unsubscribe and fucking move on with your life. It's as simple as that. There's no point to hate me and to fuck with me for God knows how long, because I want to take my page in a different direction. I'm not sure which direction that'll be, but you know what I'm saying there. I'm gonna get, stick to wrestling, pal, because you don't know anything about X. You know, whatever I'll talk about, stick to wrestling, you don't know fuck all about this. I could make a 5-second vid pointing at the sky. Look, the sky is blue. Stick to wrestling, you piece of shit. You don't know fuck all about the sky. You don't know fuck all about the color blue. Stick to wrestling. You know, why don't you stick your fucking fist up your ass while you look at Dolph Ziggler's pictures there? You know, quite frankly, I'm not gonna deal with this crap. That kind of shit worked on me in the past. It's not gonna work anymore. Moving on, motherfuckers, moving on. If people don't get the hint and they come at me with a bad attitude there about wrestling, it's gonna be Block City as I move forward. Fuck you, wrestler! Block! You know what I'm saying? Some people will do this because they're legit upset / mental. To those people, I'm gonna say take your meds. Some people are gonna do it to troll me or whatever. And either way, I'm just gonna block the people and move on. You know what I mean? Like I said, I want to focus more on my weight and weight loss and stuff like this, so I might do vids about that, current events, rants, maybe review different shit there, some vlogs, food reviews. I have different shit in mind that I want to do there, but what I know for sure is that I don't want to talk about wrestling anymore, so if that upsets you and you hate everything I do that's not related to wrestling, feel free to unsubscribe. I'm not going to be upset at that, you know what I mean? Your name is Wrestling Jesus? You don't talk about wrestling? That's another one I'll be getting. That's right, motherfucker, unsubscribe. I can call myself Johnny Popsicle if I want to. You know, that doesn't mean I'd have to talk about popsicles all the time. It's a username, deal with it, so, you know, instead of fucking going psycho and acting weird there, just unsub and move on, you know what I mean? So I had good times and bad times in the YWC there, but it's time for a new era, motherfuckers, a new era. Some of y'all might not like it, some of you will like it. I know some of my subs enjoy the different kind of vids I used to make. Sadly, I would stop making those vids just because of shitty ass wrestling there, but yeah, I'm gonna do different stuff. Some vids are gonna be cheap, some vids might be better, I don't fucking know. I know that I'm gonna lose a shit ton of subs and views, that's for damn fucking sure. If I keep it going like this a year or two with no wrestling, I'll end up with, you know, 1,000 subs and 100 views per vid, but I never gave a fuck about that shit, and you guys know that there. I never did it for money, never did it for any of that shit. YouTube is just a hobby, so if I get 100 views, then I'll get 100 views. At least I'm gonna feel a little bit of a rush when I do different kind of vids, because when I do wrestling all the time, it becomes, you know, just business as usual. It's repetitious, you know, it's the same fucking thing day in and day out. Wrestling suck! Wrestling suck! John Cena suck! Cena duck! Roman Reigns duck! You know, that gets boring after 10,000 hits, you know. At least when I do different things, I feel a bit of a rush. I have fun when I talk about different kind of stuff, you know what I mean? So if I end up with 15 views per vids, at least I'll have a bit of fun when I make the videos. And quite frankly, YouTube isn't that important there. It's just a hobby, so whatever the fuck happens, happens there. But it's the end of an era, dog. The end of a fucking era. I know a lot of you don't believe me because I've done this multiple times there, but you know, it's the end of the road for me. Sick and tired of wrestling. Can't fucking take it anymore. Fuck. I can't take the fans, the way they act. Fuck, I'm just completely fucking fed up with it there, but it's not goodbye. I'm just gonna make vids on different kind of stuff there, so yeah. Until next time, peace!